What's up, internet? How you doing? It's your boy once again, the Commandant. That's right, Commandant Hogan, coming at you live once again with another episode. How you doing? Now, before we go any further, what I want you to do, I want you to go in the lower quadrant of the video, like down in this area somewhere, because I know a lot of you have been slacking. Down in this area, you'll see a notification button and you'll see a subscribe button. So I need you to go ahead and click both of those before we go any further. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to do that. All right, so now that that task is completed, we can go ahead and continue with this video. So I'm coming at you today with a story, okay? And seeing as how the Marine Corps birthday was a couple days ago, I'm gonna share with you guys the story of how I myself ended up as a tank crewman in the Marine Corps. All right, really good story. But before we share that, I gotta share. Let's do a shameless plug real quick. This is shameless because there ain't no shame in my game, okay? There may be shame in your game, but there's none in mine, baby. All right. So over here, you will see that I have acquired some of my products, which you can get for yourself from my website, which I will provide a link to in the description box to this video. You'll see I have 2 ultimate elixirs. That's right, antioxidants right here, ultimate shrooms right here. That's right, I finally got my shipment of the ultimate shrooms. Check that out, ultimate shrooms right there. That's got 8 different types of exotic mushrooms that you're probably not getting in your regular diet. You know, you can't get this anywhere else. It's a proprietary blend. 100% raw, 100% vegan. Make sure you get some of that medicinal mushrooms, baby. I've been taking it every day. Take the 30-day challenge. It's good for you, all right? We also, over here, we also got the facial cleanser, and also 100% raw, also 100% vegan, and the daily moisturizing facial cleanser for your face, because I know people are wondering, hey, Sean, how's your skin looking so fresh all the time? That's it. That's the answer right there. I just gave you the answer. Just gave you the answer how I be looking so fresh, be looking so youthful all the time, be feeling so fly, okay? So, yeah, definitely. As I stated earlier, I will provide a link in the description box of this video to where you can go to my website. You can pick up some of this for yourself, and you might as well become a preferred customer while you're at it. Preferred customers just be getting 10% off each purchase. It just makes sense. It makes sense, all right? Now, I know I told you guys I would share with you the story of how I ended up in the Marine Corps as a Marine tanker. That's right. I was an M1A1 tank crewman. Okay, so let's begin with this story. Now, for this story to work, we're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. Let's backtrack around circa 2006. All right. So, yeah, a little bit of a history lesson. Circa 2006. Bush was still president. We had a war going on in Iraq that was in full swing. The war in Afghanistan that was still in full swing, and they were looking for people. All right, they needed people in the military. Now, me, your boy, I was in high school at the time. I was a senior in high school. You know, so I was getting ready to graduate. You know, just barely by the skin of my teeth. I had problems focusing. All right, maybe I was watching too much Gundam. Maybe I was watching too much Cowboy Bebop, playing too many video games. All right, I was kind of a weeb. All right, I was being influenced by all these different movies that were coming out at the time. Daddy wanted to be a Gundam pilot, as you can tell from my shirt. This is a Gundam wing shirt, all right, because I love giant robots. I was into fighter jets. I was into tanks. I was into all that stuff. I thought it was all dope, and I wanted to do it. All right, so Marine recruiter came to me, and he was like, oh, hey, yeah, you know, you could totally do this stuff, you know, like, because that's what they do. They come to the C, the D students, the students that are barely passing, try to get them in the military. They got me, even though my mom was like, hey, you know, kind of want you to go to college, well, you know, sorry, Mom. Like I said, as I stated earlier, C, D students, Daddy didn't have the grades that were going to pay the bills, all right? So none of the colleges wanted me, but the Marines did. They were looking for dumb kids. So yeah, the Marine recruiter, he came to me. He was like, yeah, you could join the Marine Corps. What kind of job you want? Now, everybody around the time that I was talking to, all the, you know, all the critical thinkers and the smart people and the mentors and everybody that I had in my life, they were like, hey, you know, if you're gonna join the Marine Corps, you should pick a job that translates well into civilian life. You know, maybe do refrigeration, you know, maybe do administrative work, maybe do what was the other one? Maybe do a aircraft mechanic work, you know, so that way when you get out of the Marine Corps, you have a job that you can fall back on, you know? And I was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I was like, if I'm gonna join the Marine Corps, I'm gonna do something cool. So I had my recruiter find me the coolest job he could find. Personally, I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot, but he was like, nah, you can't do that because you don't have college level education. But you scored high enough on the ASVABs, you know, you aren't completely illiterate and dumb. So I scored high enough on the ASVAB where they were like, hey, we'll let you drive tanks. You wanna drive tanks? Huh? Kid? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. What, M1A1 Abrams? I'll do that. It's not a Gundam, but I'll do it though. So yeah, a couple months later, around Christmas time, after my birthday, and I'm talking after, like immediately after Christmas, December 26th, 2006 to be exact, I found myself on a bus going towards Paris Island to go stand on those infamous yellow footprints. And I don't want to say that it sucked. One moment. Now, I don't want to say it sucked, but I definitely had a different picture painted in my head of how things would be once I got there. You know, it was a little bit intense. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit, like a little lot intense, okay? 13 weeks of training, gas chamber, crucible, rifle training, hand-to-hand combat, all that stuff. Your boy did it all, okay? Graduated boot camp. Got out of boot camp and I was like, hell yeah, I'm a Marine now. Things are probably gonna get a lot easier around here, or so I thought. Next thing you know, I end up at MCT, Marine Combat Training. Shit was at least 100 times harder than boot camp. That's some shit your recruiter won't tell you. So yeah, I went to MCT, graduated that, and then I went to tank school, Fort Knox, Kentucky, where they taught me how to drive a tank. So yeah, graduated tank school, right? And graduated tank school and got stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, of all places. Fun, right? But let me tell you though, tanking was awesome. I made some awesome friends in tank school, met some awesome Marines, some of the greatest mentors I ever met in my life being a tanker. Marine tanks doesn't exist, by the way. It doesn't exist anymore, by the way. The whole thing just got deactivated like a couple months ago. So all the Marine tankers watching this, you're the last of a dying breed, my friends. All of us, we're the last of a dying breed. There are no more USMC tankers. It is done. It is through, probably because it got too expensive. That would be my guess, you know, because operating those tanks, that ain't cheap. It was fun as hell driving tanks, and nobody messes with you because you're in a tank, and a tank automatically trumps everything. Like, tank greater than guy holding rifle, greater than 5 guys holding rifles. It's like, you got a tank, bro. You're in a 68, I believe, like 72 ton when you're carrying a combat load killing machine. Like, nobody's gonna mess with that. Nobody's gonna mess with you. All right. So I was stationed at Camp Lejeune. We were doing tanking operations. You know, met a lot of great friends, good people out there. Very solid mentors, a lot of great people that I still talk to this day. To this day, okay? Yeah, so I did that for 4 years, you know, Camp Lejeune. I did one tour in Iraq, you know, that was interesting. I got in trouble around the time of my second deployment, so, you know, your boy didn't get to go on that second deployment because, you know, got in trouble, lost some rank, you know, it happens. But I did my 4 years. I served my four and a half years to be exact. I served my 4.5 years, did it honorably, got my honorable discharge, and got the hell out because I was under the impression that, oh yeah, I could do this for 20 years and retire when I'm 38. Easy. No, I got to the end of my 4.5 year enlistment and I was like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm good. You know, I had my fill on tanking, but in retrospect, and I hate to be cliche and quote the movie Fury, but it's the best job I ever had. Well, actually, this is the best job I ever had. That's a close second. Or actually, I'm gonna say third because those of you that We aren't gonna get into that. We aren't gonna get into that now, okay? But yeah, so I'm going to. So yeah, my Marine Corps experience, it was definitely an interesting experience. Would I do it again? Hell no, But I done did the damn thing. And to any Marines watching this, any of my brothers in arms, any people that are still in this, semper fi, okay? Happy 245th birthday from your boy. Semper fi, yud, ra, and all that jazz, okay? Yeah, definitely had some great times. And reflecting on that, damn, it was over. Those were good times. They were good times. They were. I don't really know what else to say on it. That's the story of how I ended up as a Marine Corps tanker. I don't know. And of course, I never really know how to close these. So, goodbye. Until next time.